So your body can't show up lean and light and strong and glowing and healthy. And so, yeah, amazing feeling when your dominant state of being, like the way you're feeling most of the time, day after day, is frustrated or bitter or angry or disappointed, right? It can't, because your body can't be different than your dominant state of consciousness. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk more about weight loss and human design and how you can look at your signature self theme or your aligned self theme or not self theme and relate it to your body, your health, your weight loss, what's happening, what you're seeing when you look in the mirror, or the current state your body is in, and how it relates to the way that you're carrying yourself through the days, okay? Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because people were commenting on my video on YouTube, this called Weight Loss for Manifesting Generators. It got a lot of comments and people were like, oh my gosh, I'm shocked there's a video about this. So I'm so happy that you guys are interested in human design and health and those kind of things that relate. So I want to read you a couple comments and then we'll get into the discussion about how we can use what we know about human design and just what we know about how we create things as humans to use it to our advantage to create easy weight loss or a path to weight loss that feels good for us, or just a state of being where weight loss is inevitable and natural, because that's what you want, right? You don't want to have to struggle and push your body. It's really the power versus force conversation, right? And so when you are aligned with yourself, your soul, the version of you want to be, you will be guided, you will be led instead of struggling or having to like find the answer, figure out, and push your way to get there, okay? So these were some of the comments. I gain weight when I'm stressed and upset and feel anxious. I just found out I'm a manifesting generator. And then another one was talking about, thank you, it's very helpful. It's so true, I tend to gain weight or feel heavier when I'm not enjoying my life. And then she shares like she lost weight when she was visiting a place that was exciting and fun. And the rest were like, oh yay, there's a video about this basically. Okay, so feeling anxious, right? So we kind of have both sides. But it doesn't matter, okay? So let's talk about first energy and how this influences your weight. When you think about weight, we're not having the conversation here about calorie imbalance, or what do they call it? I'm not even saying it right. Calorie deficit. Like, that's so old. Like, we're not even talking about that because it's not the thing. There's way more going on than just the food. And that's why we love to talk about the mindset and the energy work and the human design aspects, okay? So let's say we're looking at no matter which energy type you are, reflector, manifestor, Manny-Gen, generator, or projector, we know that, let me pull my app up. We all have a signature theme, and that theme is a feeling state that is going to be natural, inherent, and automatic when we are overall living our design. And what does that mean? It means that we're living in a way that we are meant to live, that's enabling us and allowing us to thrive and to receive and to grow and expand and to move into a life that we love, right? We're reaching our goals. Desires are coming to us, right? It's not this hard, difficult life process. So again, let's talk about the signature themes are peace, satisfaction. If you're a generator or manifesting generator, success is projectors, surprises, reflectors. So peace is manifestors. That was the first one. And then the opposites are anger, frustration, bitterness, and disappointment. Okay? Now, just think about this for a second, like logically. If you're a person and you are overall in a state of peace, or you're overall like satisfied in your life, what do you think that's going to show in the body? Remember these things, okay? Our cells are pure consciousness. So they're malleable. Like, we're made of trillions of cells, and they are going to act in a way that is congruent with our beliefs. They're going to follow the way that we dominantly feel. And so this is why when people come to me with health issues, chronic health issues, digestive issues, bloating, fertility, weight loss, energy issues, we look at how did we get here, right? How did you get here? Because sometimes, this is really interesting to reflect on. Sometimes people can come in and it's a very simple, quick fix. And I find that this is the case when they are overall having a good time in life, or being a version of themselves that they are enjoying, and they are growing, and they are confident in themselves, and they in many areas, if not all areas except health, they are doing pretty well, okay? Or at least the overall focus and that energy of their overall focus is positive. Let's just say it's like more positive than negative. Then when they come in and they're like, I don't know, I'm bloated, I have gut issues, I have this like stomach condition, it's like wham bam, let's fix this. All they really need is a little bit of tweak in the food, how they're understanding food, how they're choosing food, and basically they just don't understand how what they're doing isn't creating the outcome that they want with their bodies and health in a more grounded, practical way or relationship to literally what is the action to take to, I guess, fix this is the best word, but it's not really fixing, but it's like allowing the health to then flow through. I hope you guys are following me. Okay, versus when somebody comes in, and by the way, most of the time, people I work with have a pretty good diet. They're very aware, health-minded people. And it's like energy stuff that it's understanding food, it's understanding what they need to shift to be able to like allow the body to move. And then it's like energy, right? Like what's going on. So if overall in your day-to-day state of being, you feel bitterness, angry, resentful, I know that's not like a signature state or not self-state, but frustrated, then how could the body, which is an expression of your soul, right? Your soul is like, imagine, this is how I've been made to understand it. It's like your soul is this huge energy, and maybe that's the understanding of the concept of the aura. But, it's like your body is pushed out through that. It's through your state of consciousness. So your body can't show up lean and light and strong and glowing and healthy. And so, yeah, amazing feeling when your dominant state of being, like the way you're feeling most of the time, day after day, is frustrated or bitter or angry or disappointed, right? It can't, because your body can't be different than your dominant state of consciousness. And your dominant state of consciousness is going to be what you're mostly aware of. So if what you're feeling mostly is a negative feeling or the not self feeling, then what that means is that your state of consciousness, what you're dominantly aware of in your life, whether you're focusing on career, you're focusing on relationships, you're focusing on parenting, health in general, wherever that is, it's not a match, right? It couldn't be a match because physics isn't gonna change just like that. So you will get what you are. You will see that which you are dominantly holding. When I say holding, I don't mean like, oh, I'm holding something in my hand, but you're holding your state of being. You're holding how you're thinking and feeling over and over and over. And it's a loop, right? It's a pattern. And that's why Dr. Joe Dispenza is always saying, like, the work is to know where you fall, to know where you go off track, to know your thoughts, to know your triggers, where you lose that state of, I'm good, I'm doing well, I'm having a good day, I'm choosing to have a good day, I'm choosing to feel better or to focus differently. Most people aren't even aware of any of this. So when we're talking about human design and weight loss, what we can know is, and like the reason I even have videos about human design, manifesting generators, weight loss, projectors, weight loss, or whatnot, is because it's by your energetic state. It's by your signature. It's by the way you're being through the days, okay? So let's go back to the questions. I'm feeling anxious and what did she say? Stressed? I need to have all these tabs open. I gain weight when I'm stressed, upset, and anxious. And I just found out I'm a Manny Gen. Okay, so Manny Gens, not self-themed, frustration. She didn't say frustration, but these are also states of being that are not those that would be a match to vibrant health, right? Because anxiousness is fear-based, right? Like anxiousness is like fears about what's going to happen if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if, this happens next. It's more of like a fear of the future, fear of the unknown, not, again, being present in the now, which is all we have. Is like right now, our days are accumulations of this moment, this moment, this moment, this moment, but they blend together because you're like, I'm doing this thing, and I feel like this when I'm doing this thing, and then I just go here and do this, and it's very repetitive usually, okay? Or stressed or upset. So upset, if you're feeling upset, then your body's feeling upset. Then your cells are feeling upset. So we know from science that every thought produces a chemical, right? And that's why stress has negative impact on health, because you can't just freely think crap thoughts all day and not let it affect your body, okay? Because your body is experiencing it all with you. And how is that? It's because when you're thinking thoughts that are of fear-based or anxiety-based or upsetness or worry, fear, depression, those kind of things, then it's resulting in a chemistry in your blood. And that chemistry in your blood is dictating responses, right? Especially to your nervous system, which is like connecting and innervating everything from your brain to your gut and how the body can then function. So if we stay there, if we stay looping and allowing ourselves to feel negatively, anxiously, depressed, angry, frustrated all the time, over and over, or at least mostly that way, and we don't even know it a lot of times, we're just like, this is how I am, this is how things are, this is the way I feel, or you're not even quite aware that you don't feel great, then your cells are going to be conditioned to express at that level, okay? They cannot outdo you. So if you want to have your cells thrive, and if we think about weight loss, the way I like to think about weight loss is it's a lightness, it's a full of lifeness, right? You're like, you're engaged. You are expressing. You're not like stagnant or holding, right? I had somebody once explain this as weight, WEIGHT, is like weight, WAIT, right? You're holding back, you're holding on, you're not moving. Things aren't moving. And yes, 1000%, of course, the food, we want to address the food, and we want to be in integrity with our bodies and give our bodies true foods that work mostly, right? And so I can really tell like the conversation is shifting in just like the bigger picture of the way people are doing things. Like the way it feels to me, you guys, is like I went from this place of like, oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with food and, you know, telling everyone about the food. But now it's like, well, yeah, the food is so important, but like, of course it is. Like, why are we even considering anything other than real whole foods? And if we get there and then we use our design and our profile, our digestive profiles, and, you know, understanding a little bit about how amplifying plants into our bodies is going to move mountains, like that's where it's at. You know, it's not like, let's fix my plate to be exactly like this. Like, no, it's a bigger issue. It's an energy issue. It's always going to be like that, because the way that you move, the way that you feel is coming from your subconscious mind, and that's where all the power is. Okay? So yeah, eat real food. We're not going to eat the crap. And at the same time, how can we do this so that we can be ourselves and let all these symptoms and these extra weights and this like energetic baggage fall away, so we can be free and we can express, like, what are we holding on to, you know? So when we're feeling anxious and depressed, the state of consciousness of the cells, because that's you, your body is you in a full expression, then they cannot express as a totality, right? If we think of this unit, your body's unit of trillions of cells of consciousness, but if you are saying, I'm anxious and depressed and I'm upset, mostly I'm gaining weight. Well, the reason why is because that's a heavier energy, and your body, in order to be light, has to have that freedom, and it has to have that ability to be light. It has to have that ability to move things through. And the way that I see this, which is just my own perspective, but you can hear it if you want, which is this: the energy, the body will mirror internally the energy. So for example, like with extra weight, it's heaviness, it might be stagnant, it might be not moving, it might feel hard, right? Like immobile, immovable, like a dense energy. So you would ask yourself, where in my life do things feel hard, blocked, stagnant, not moving, not fun, you know, hard, heavy? Where is it? And then what does your mind tell you when you ask it that question? And so then take that focus there. And so what needs to happen is you need to take that thing, that area, that relationship with people, places, things, and you need to redo it, because the way that it is right now, it is heavy, hard, stagnant. And your body is just reflecting you. Your body's trying to always tell you things, right? And so the message, sometimes it's symptoms, sometimes it's like your thyroid is off, or sometimes you have no energy, you're burnt out, and that's showing you something else about your life. But weight overall, you know, it's like it means, in my opinion, you're not digesting quickly, you're not taking in, processing, moving forward with things in your life in a healthy, aligned manner, because when you lose weight easily, what shows in the body is your digestion is quick and fast. It's light and easy. It's very efficient. So when you take things in, digest, assimilate, give all the nutrients to your cells, they send them to the right places at the right time. Everything else is just like eliminated, so there's no holding on. It's just in, use it, love it, it's out, you know, grow with it, move with it, thrive with it, versus, oh, I'm holding on to this, I'm taking this in, this is hard, I can't process it, I can't digest it, it's so heavy. Like, otherwise you wouldn't be upset, right? You wouldn't be disappointed, you wouldn't be angry, you wouldn't be frustrated. So what is it? And direct your attention to that energy state and look at what needs work there. Because if you don't, and you just start eating a bunch of lettuce, that's not gonna help. You know what I mean? It helps to the extent that it can help. But again, you can't override your complete body with a dwelling state of consciousness that is in your not self theme, okay? Then positively, so what do we want? What do we want to do? We want to live in our aligned self theme. So we want to live where we feel light, where we feel happy. So a lot of times, most of the time, people will tell me what they want is they want to feel light, strong, and lean. And you know, obviously be completely healthy inside too. But in terms of like a feeling for like women that I'm working with, right? You want to be strong, like you want to be defined, you want to be toned, but you don't want to feel heavy and you don't want to feel like flabby or like carrying extra weight, you know? You want to be like pulled in and strong and good posture and like Pilates. So that's coming back too. The opposite of the not self themes, or the opposite of the dwelling in the lower states of energy themes, are when you show your signature. So if you're a manifester and you're feeling peace, if you are a generator type and you're feeling satisfied in your life, you're so satisfied. That is such, of course, I can really resonate with that one because I'm a manifesting generator. So where are you feeling satisfied, or where are you not feeling satisfied? So if we go through these one by one, manifestors, where do you feel anger? Where do you feel angry? And what needs to happen so you can resolve that situation to be able to maintain and sustain a sense of peace instead? And you don't have to go all the way there from like today at 3 p.m. and all of a sudden now in 10 minutes, I'm going to be peaceful. It may be a process, but you want to be aware of it, right? You want to know where the work is to do. Then frustration versus satisfaction for generators and mani-gen. So where do you feel frustrated? Like what would be the biggest source of your frustration in your life? If you're holding on to weight, where is it? And what do you need to do so that you can be satisfied, right? So you can feel, this is who I'm supposed to be. This is making me so happy. We don't need the thing to change to be happy, but we need to sometimes make a move so that we're on the path to allowing that natural state of satisfaction, right? Because if something is not, if it just isn't working, then we need to make a change, okay? Bitterness, if you're a projector, why are you bitter? What are you bitter about? And what needs to happen? What needs to shift so that you can feel and dominantly be in your signature state of success, okay? I'm just getting a sense that a lot of these are about career and work and allowing yourself to have that as a woman, okay? Then disappointment, reflectors. Where are you disappointed? Why are you disappointed? What needs to happen so that you can feel a sense of lightness and surprise in your day-to-day life, okay? Because you guys, do you see how very different this is? If someone just asked you, like, how do you feel? How do you mostly feel? Like, in the past month, would you say that you're satisfied in your life? Would you say that you're peaceful in your life and all of these self-themes? Or not? And so this really is a conversation about what are we going to do? Who are we going to be? What are we going to create? And let's take extra weight on the body and say, oh my gosh, thank you, body, for showing me that perhaps in some area of my life, I've been stagnating, I've been waiting, I've been holding on, I've been not dominantly being my true self, okay? And so this is a kind of macro view of this conversation, and where you get to go more specific is into your own beliefs and your own belief states. Because like I said before, sometimes all the beliefs that are out of alignment, that are not enabling your body to move into that state of health that you want, are just about that subject. Like some of my clients I was talking about, like they just didn't understand how to improve their digestive system. They just didn't understand the food, how the food component could be so powerful or take them to that place. And so you might have beliefs about how to lose weight, your ability to lose weight, how easy or hard it is to lose weight, or what you have to do to lose weight, and those kind of things. But the comments on my video on my channel were more so about just general ways people felt and when their body was naturally lighter or heavier. So isn't that so interesting? And I want to add this here. So one time I made this blog post, and I'm sure you could still, if I find it, I'll put it below in the box, but it was called like Why Brides Always Lose Weight, like when you're getting married. Have you ever noticed when women are like getting ready for their wedding, they like just slim down like a lot of times? And yes, they may have a specific intention to do that, to like get into their favorite dress or for their honeymoon or whatever. But I think it's also because the state of alignment that you're going to be in, where your body is so optimal, where it's so effortlessly healthy and vibrant and lean and light, and things are just simple and not complicated, is a state of being in love. Okay, now at the end of all my videos, I have a little tag, right, that says fall in love with food, or maybe it's the beginning and the end. Fall in love with food, because many times the areas of health and areas in the relationships and feelings about food have become so messed around with and manipulated that we see this as a very difficult, hard, or long process. And to me, health is very simple and easy, and I love what I eat, and I believe in what I eat, and I love eating this way, and I love feeling good, and I love being healthy, and I don't have any like issues. I don't have any like negative feelings about food. I don't feel limited. I don't feel restricted, et cetera, et cetera. So you want to take that same idea. Of course, you want to have it with your body and food and health, but you want to take it overall, right? Because if you're wanting to lose weight, yes, we want a good relationship with food and a good relationship with ourselves and our body. And we also want that general sense of being in love. What does that mean? Why do brides effortlessly lose weight? Because they're so overwhelmed. Their cells are so conditioned to be mostly in the state of love. And so you might say, well, I'm already married, or I have a partner, or I'm not in love, or I'm single, so am I like not able to lose weight? No, because that's wrong thinking, okay? So if you wanted to fall in love, if you wanted to be a match to love, if you wanted to call in love, it would be the same work, right? You don't get a person and then you're in love. You're in love and then the person comes. And so you be in love and you douse your cells in love, and your body comes. Your perfect body comes. Your perfect match for the state of consciousness that is love will come to you, versus you like, oh my God, I need to eat more carrots or something like that, right? Or protein, which I have so much to say about that, but I'm rather talk about this right now. So, it's like, first you be the feeling. You be the feeling you want. So imagine, you guys, tell me, what would you feel like if you were your leanest, lightest, strongest, sexiest self? What would you feel like? Would you feel angry, bitter, frustrated, and disappointed? No, you would not. You would not. You would be in love. So the thing is, you have to be in love before the body will show. And there's ways to bridge this gap, right? So just like when you meet the person that you're going to be with, you already feel good about yourself. You already have things going for yourself. You don't need them. You're not like, I need you to feel good. No, you don't, because you're a whole person. So what do you need to give to yourself so that you feel good now? Okay, that's the work. So there's ways you can do this. The first thing to do is to stop being mean to yourself. Stop complaining about yourself. So every time you complain or you're like sighing about your weight, your body, your appearance, like, oh my God, I look old, I'm fat, I need to lose 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, you know, that's your state of consciousness. So what does this mean? Your cells are like looping on, they're resonating, vibrating, you can say, to the frequency where what has to be expressed to you is this body that has the extra weight. Okay? How could your cells be like, I'm so skinny, I'm so lean, I look good, and you're like, I feel heavy. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Because like your cells vibrate, you know, because they do. Everything's moving, right? Your body is so malleable. So you guys, you should be so excited that you want to be aligned to the state of healthy, vibrant, good feeling, good looking, light and lean body by living and dwelling and staying in your energetic signatures of your specific design type overall. I'm just saying that because like I could just say you want to feel good, but it's kind of generic. But if you go into human design and you could be like, if you're talking to me, if I'm talking to you and you're a Manny-Gen, then I know that when I say satisfied, like imagine being so satisfied in your life and in your body and in the way you look and in your perfect weight. I know that that's going to resonate with you because it resonates with me. And so if you're a projector, imagine feeling so successful in your body, the way you look, the way you're toned, the way your clothes fit. You feel so successful that you created that. And if you're a reflector, you feel so, I feel like surprised, this is kind of an interesting word, but you're so not surprised that you have it, but you're so like light with it. You're so, it's like an innocence of, oh, I have this. Like, oh, it's mine. I have this, right? And then manifestors, peace. Like you feel peace because you're not being pushed around. You're not being controlled. You don't need to like be mad, be pissed. You're like, no, it's mine and I'm doing it my way. Okay? So I think I hit them all there. Anyway, when you be in love, the way it will shine through you mostly is by your signature theme, okay? So work now on identifying, how do I feel every day? How do I feel? If you're honest with yourself, do I feel on the spectrum of good, bad to good? Like, where are you? And if you knew, if this whole thing was your signature, so let's say satisfaction on the scale of no to yes, I'm so satisfied, where are you? And if you can work on moving into, I'm feeling more satisfied about this, I'm feeling more satisfied about that. And can you start to go on purpose and look for those, anything in your life to feel satisfied about, or to feel peaceful about, or to feel successful about, or to just feel good about? What is good? What is working? And the things that aren't, sometimes we need to take our attention off of it, and sometimes we need to look at it straight away in the face and say, what do I need to do about this so that I can dominantly feel the theme that is my signature self theme. Why? So that I can allow my cells to have that release of tension, so that I can create natural inherent chemistry within my body, within my blood, that opens the channels, that allows for digestion to flow. And when digestion flows, everything is optimized, right? And it's effortless, and I'm not stagnating, and I'm not holding, and I'm not waiting, and I'm not heavy. Okay, so this is the work. Okay, I hope this video helped you. Let me know if you want more videos like this, and I will talk to you guys so soon.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. I can't let them take my soul.